of a unique individual. It's hard because I was brought up, I played sports and I was interactive and did all kinds of things. And, when I had kids, I kind of had expectations that, oh, maybe they'll follow in my footsteps. Well, guess what? Not so much. They're going to follow in their own footsteps. And it was hard because I identified with sports and other things, and I was um, socially involved. But you have to remember that not only are your children different from you, but they're different from everybody else. So, what I think was most important as a parent is to um, first learn about the diagnosis of your child and get the child tested if that's possible. Testing is available through many avenues. Um, and once the child's tested, then you need to learn the child. And so the testing is kind of, as we've said in the past, cookie cutter. Um, so each child is different and unique. They have their different idiosyncrasies or their different things. Like some kids, like Michael, had different things that he liked, and he could name all the different World War II planes and what makes them unique. And then I have other kids, other people that I know that are into metallurgy or into astrology or astronomy or even things like fans or heating and cooling units, or you just be amazed at what people get on, turn on to. And there's nothing wrong with supporting their likes and dislikes. So, I've had people try and say, well, we need to curtail that issue. And you got to be careful. Like sometimes they'll get really paranoid because they'll be watching either media or television or computers, and it gets them, they have a hard time, I wouldn't say differentiating from reality, but certain shows and certain topics get them in moods that they have a hard time dealing with how they're feeling. So I would be really careful with all kinds of different media and making sure that they understand what's important for them to know versus and what's entertainment versus what is not best for them. And the only way to know that is you have to know your child or your brother or your grandchild, whoever that is. And you have to be an advocate for them. And just because they have an autism, that's not just them. They're just like anybody else. They're unique. They have different characteristics. But it tends to be rather striking, and people can tell that they're different. I think different is, I'd rather say, unique in a good way. So we're going to continue to talk about this subject kind of randomly. That's the best way I know to approach Michael and approach myself. But I'll probably do a video on the diagnostic criteria for these diagnoses, and I might even do the diagnostic criteria for depression, anxiety, etc. But hopefully this is helpful. If you would like me to talk about more subjects, medication, testing, etc., let me know down in the doobly-doo or down in the comments. If you like this kind of stuff, please subscribe. I don't know why. I think everybody says that. And, really, have a good new year. We've talked about, I'm going to lose weight or I'm going to do this. Just do what you need to do to stay healthy. Take your time. Don't get too worked up about it. Take it easy. Try and enjoy it. And, for the next 24 hours, I want everybody to do one thing nice for someone else. But mainly as well, do one thing nice for yourself. And as I try to tell people, in order to be a good parent of a child who's unique. You have to be a good parent, and then you have to be a good you. So if you have issues that you have trouble with, or if you have issues that are troubling you, get your self-help as well. Because too many times I see where parents and family members struggle, but then they're trying to help other people, but they can barely help themselves. So don't forget to take care of yourself. Like I need to take care of myself, getting busy, and what else? It's okay to say no, so you don't have to be involved in everything. And it's also okay if you're having a bad day or your Asperger's child is, etc. I taught Michael to say stop. You can stop in the middle of your day and restart. Just because you had a bad couple hours or a bad moment doesn't mean you have to carry that throughout your day. You have the ability to do that. It's your choice. And with that, I will say happy